Welcome back guys. Lords of the Fallen received a new update just a few days ago in the form of version 2. It's the definitive edition of the game now. I'll just highlight some of the new features. A fully shared progression for the co-op. Both players now save all mainline progress and can revive each other. You can play the game's campaign in solo mode as well. Next we have a free friends pass. Using it we can invite a friend to play the game with us across any platform. Our friend does not even need to own the game. Vigor can be collected automatically. Revamp movement, combat and character creation. Revamp the tutorial as well. Our lamp can guide us towards our objective. Many quality of life improvements as well. Lords of the Fallen is a Souls-like game. It features two worlds layered on top of each other. The world of Axiom is the realm of the living and the world of Umbral is the realm of the dead. Upon dying, our character switches from Axiom to Umbral. From there, we need to make our way back to the Axiom by interacting with an effigy. The game will be over if we fail to do this, die again in the Umbral, then we'll spawn at the last activated vestige. I'll be testing the game on my Rog Ally running on Windows 11 and Steam Deck running on SteamOS. I'll kick things off with the former. I'll be running the Epic Games version of this game. I've set the UMA buffer size to 5 GB. My Ally is running on BIOS version 341. I've installed AMD GPU driver Adrenaline Edition version 25.3.1. Using a 27 watts manual profile, all three power values set at 27 watts. CPU boost disabled. Resolution set to 900p. Connected my 8-bit to Ultimate 2C controller to Ally via 2.4 GHz wireless mode. Show you the Adrenaline settings for the game. FreeSync, VSync and anti-lag settings enabled. This game does support FSR frame generation, but you need to use a launch argument in order to access the setting. I'll show you how to do this. Just open your Epic Games library, select the game, click on the three dots below the game's box art, click on Manage, enable this setting, launch options and add this line of text -FSRFG. That's it. Launch the game. We are in. Using a custom afterburner overlay to show you the performance metrics, display settings. Display mode set to full screen, 900p resolution, VSync off, no FPS cap applied. FSR 3 upscaler enabled, using its quality mode. Game does support XeSS version 1.3, but then we won't be able to use FSR frame generation, so I'll stick with FSR. Frame generation disabled for the time being. We have access to the settings, so the launch command that we used worked. Apply. Using the medium graphics preset. Post-processing effects like motion blur, film grain and chromatic aberration disabled. Umbral distortion effect enabled. At any time we can peek into the realm of the dead from the realm of the living by using our Umbral lamp. This can cause a few hitches. There's a character. This game uses Unreal Engine 5. Launch version of this game had performance issues. Used to stutter a lot. Okay, here FPS is close to 40. Using Umbral lamp, peek into the realm of the dead. I just clear the area, hitting the GPU bottleneck here. If you want to enable FSR frame generation, I would recommend dropping the resolution to 720p to improve the performance, help in reducing the latency. And there's one creature hiding here. Not observing any excessive stuttering, just a few hitches here and there. Need to get on the higher ground. There's a ladder here. Okay, now I'll drop the resolution to 720p. 36 to 40 fps at 900p resolution. Resolution set to 720p, apply. Resume the game. Your FPS increased to around 45 to 50. Next quality is still looking sharp. Guidance towards our objective. Tough enemy here. Fire effect. Dodge the attack. Need to be careful. Special move. This creature is a bit slow. Not good. Almost died there. Try to heal myself there. Need to land a few blows. Creature is low on HP. That was close. This guy killed me when I played the game last time. Okay, now I'll enable FSR frame generation. Set frame generation to yes. Apply. Back to the game. Your FPS increased to around 90. Can observe the added amount of smoothness. FSR smoothing effect is working properly, and look at that frame pacing graph, almost a flat line. Frame generation really helped in improving the frame pacing in this game. I'm looking for the next vestige point, checkpoint. This creature was waiting for me. Another one. I'll use the stealth approach here. Perform a heavy attack. Hold the right trigger. There you go. Staggered the enemy. It's a good performance on Rog Ally. Not observing any artifacts around the character model with frame generation on. HUD elements don't flicker. There's the vestige point. Rest here. Upgrade my character as well. Resting at the vestige point will respawn the enemies. Upgrade my character. Increase the endurance by 1 point. Level up. Journey continues. Go this way. Unlock the shortcut. Took that heavy blow. I am in a hurry. There's a more demanding area here. VRAM usage is close to 4.1 GB. GPU load 80%, so the game's performance is limited by the single core CPU performance. There's a hitch there. So traversal stutters are still present in the game. Look at that scenery. And this particular area is very heavy. Maybe due to the fire effect. I've already beaten the boss. Some action going on in the background. These things are fighting around themselves. Just joined the party. 70 to 80 FPS. Now I'll test the game on Steam Deck. On Steam Deck, I have installed Epic Games via Steam itself. Already shown you the tutorial process. We'll drop the video link in the description. For Epic Games, I am using G Proton version 9-27 as the compatibility layer. This is the LCD variant of deck. Epic Games started. Before launching the game, we need to add a launch argument to it to unlock the in-game FSR frame generation setting. Just click on the 3 dots below the game's box art. Click on Manage. Enable the setting launch options and add this line of text -FSRFG in capitals. Launch the game. Display supports up to 60Hz refresh rate. Performance QM settings. Overlay level set to 2. I have uncapped the FPS by enabling disable frame limit and allow tearing settings, as I'll be using FSR frame generation. That's it. Show you the in-game settings. Display mode set to windowed full screen, 800p resolution, VSync off. FSR3 upscaler enable using its balance preset. Frame generation setting got unlocked. I'll disable frame generation for the time being. Apply. Graphics preset set to low. Foliage, quality, motion blur, film gain, chromatic aberration and umbral distortion effect settings disabled. There's a character. Here FPS is close to 40. Hitting the GPU bottleneck. Engage in combat. Graphics are looking pretty average. Low settings after all. You can drop the upscaler preset to performance to gain a few more frames at the cost of image quality. You can also apply a 30 fps cap for a more stable experience and increase the settings. I'll just switch to the medium preset. Oh no, game isn't paused. Back to the game. Yeah, FPS dropped to around 35. This particular area is very heavy. Good to see. FPS never dropping below 30. Kill this guy on the high ground. Okay, now I'll enable FSR frame generation. On. Okay, game is running in a very choppy manner. Ugly frame pacing. Just enable manual GPU clock speed setting and set the clock speed to 1400 MHz. Back to the game. Much better now. Deck's APU can draw up to 15 watts of power. This power is shared between the CPU and the GPU. If the CPU draws too much of power, it will tank the GPU's performance. Kill this guy. Fire effect. Yeah, better to use the low graphics preset with FSR frame generation on. Low on HP. That was close. I ran out of stamina as well. Oh no, I died. It's not game over for us. Now we're in the realm of the dead. Need to kill this thing quickly. There you go. Need to find an effigy to return to the realm of the living. There it is. That was close. Okay, I'll just drop the preset to low. Resume the game. Yeah, FPS increased to around 75. Much better now. It's up to you how you want to play the game. I'll go to that area where a lot of fire particles are present. And this is the correct route. Use the plank. Wild swing. The thing just exploded. Use the ladder. I have already beaten the boss in this area. Vestige point. Start ahead. Look at that scenery. $50 to 60 FPS है. Fire effect. Game is definitely playable on Steam Deck, and good to see FSR frame generation working as well. And this is the area. Action going on. This thing again. Massive stuttering there. Traverser stutters are still present in this game. Real engine for you. That's it with the video, guys. I hope you find it useful. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.